Two new monsters have arrived in Monster Hunter World, so in this video we'll be breaking down how to beat them. Now of course you want to give them a try by yourself first, but if you're still struggling then hopefully this video should help. Now let's start off with a returning fan favourite from Monster Hunter Tri, Lagiacrus. This Lord of the Seas will have you dive into the water and fight it there, making use of slingers and other unique underwater mechanics to help you take it down. But before you start your hunt, Lagiacrus is mainly weak to fire weapons, but Ice and Dragon are also effective here. The monster is resistant to water and thunder though. You want to bring your nullberries to heal off thunder blight and boost up your thunder resistance through decorations or charms before the fight too. You can also use pitfall traps and shock traps, and it can be blinded by flash pods. Its weak spots are its head and back spikes, but its chest and front legs also take decent damage too. Its rear legs and tail are the hardest body parts, so don't focus on these ones. Its head, back, two front legs and tail can all be broken, and its tail can be severed and carved. If you want to see more details like turf wars, drops, armor sets and more, then check the link below and check out our full written guide there. But let's get into the fight then, and it's worth noting that Lagiacrus is not the fastest monster in the world, but its attacks can cover a huge area and have electric aftershocks. Some of its multi-hit attacks can be delayed, which can catch you off guard, so make sure you watch out for that. Lagiacrus's electric charge is one to be careful of. It charges up its body with electricity and then after a brief delay sends out a thunder explosion around itself, damaging hunters over time if you're nearby. Once it's charged up, it can also spit thunderballs and add thunder aftershocks to its attacks too, which are pretty hard to dodge. It has two charge levels, one that adds small aftershocks and the other that adds those big thunderous explosions, which will definitely make this fight more difficult. When enraged, this attack can also become a roar, leaving players immobile and causing a bigger aftershock on its sides. If you see it curling its body up whilst enraged and the spikes glow with electric energy, get away from it immediately. This attack does create a temporary wound on its back spikes afterwards though. When Lagiacrus curls up its body and positions itself sideways, this means it's about to perform a wide-reaching tackle. Its rear and tail cover the most distance, so dodging towards its head or backwards is the safest option. Lagiacrus can also cancel this animation into a quick tail slam instead if a hunter is nearby, so you need to react quickly there too. When enraged, the hip check can also unleash an electric aftershock near its torso, so avoid its body. Speaking of its body, it also has a body slam, where it stands on its rear legs before then slamming forwards. Now this doesn't have the longest reach, but it can use it immediately after using a previous attack. When enraged, the body slam also has a thunder aftershock to the sides. Another move to watch out for is its tail sweep. Now here the monster will perform a 180-degree bite backwards and then use a sweep attack with its tail. Move back when you see it tilt its front legs up into the air and then dodge to the opposite side its tail is on to avoid the sweep. Lagiacrus can perform multiple variations of biting attacks too, all of which start with it tilting its head downward towards the player and then lunging forwards. Now the longer the wind up, the stronger the attack will be. One variation of this move will have it perform a horizontal bite attack first, then move its head up and lunge to a player from a side. While the first half is easily dodgeable backwards, watch out for the second one and dodge sideways. If it curls its body backwards and puts its head into the air, this means a dash attack is coming, and when enraged, it also sends out thunder shocks to its sides and can be chained twice. Roll sideways or block the attack here to avoid damage. It can also spit out electric balls of thunder which cause AoE explosions. Look out for signs of electricity on its chest and neck and dodge appropriately. There are two variations here as it can throw balls sideways or forwards. If it curls its neck backwards, dodge sideways. If it points its head into the air, dodge forwards or backwards here instead. When enraged, it can chain this move twice, so remember this and try to dodge both. Finally, we have the best bit, the underwater part of the fight, and this beast keeps the same moveset whilst in the water. It can lunge at players, perform hit checks when close, and throw thunderballs from a distance. All of these can be dodged in any direction or by ascending or descending accordingly. Pull down rocks when the monster is below them or fire slinger ammo for free damage and grapple towards the monster for a mounting attack. If you don't damage Lagiacrus enough here, it will reach full charge and can throw out a devastating discharge that covers almost the entire underwater area. So you'll need to damage it enough to get it out of the water again, and if you trigger enough damage when the monster is near the spikes, you'll stun it when it leaves the water again. Now let's take a look at the second monster added in the free title update 2, Seregios, which is a swift skydiving wyvern with a new bleed status effect. To prepare before the fight, increase your raw defense by upgrading your armor as Seregios deals exclusively physical damage. Defensive skills like Divine Blessing will prove invaluable here too, with how often this monster attacks. Seregios' bleed status effect makes the player take damage whenever they move or roll, so consume a ration to heal immediately or otherwise crouch and wait a few seconds. Flash pods will come in handy here, allowing you to knock down Seregios from the skies. Its main weak spot is its horn, but its legs also become a heightened weak spot when it's enraged. Most of Seregios' body is susceptible to damage though, except for its wing arms, so don't hesitate to attack any of its body parts. Just keeping in mind that the legs and the head are the focus. Its horn, wings and legs are all breakable and its tail can be severed. So, Seregios is an incredibly swift and agile monster that can attack from unexpected angles, meaning you'll really want to learn his moveset as best as you can to avoid those aerial onslaughts and of course annoying bleed procs. The key way to take it down is capitalizing on short openings in between its attacks, as it spends a ton of time in the air. If you get hit during its combos, you'll most likely not be able to punish those longer openings, so we'd advise adopting a hit and run kind of playstyle when Seregios is in the air, and unleash your powerful attacks when he's down. Seregios can perform weak tackles forwards throughout the fight. Now these tackles aren't particularly strong, but other more powerful moves often follow them, so don't get cocky. It also throws blade scales forwards that cause bleed, so dodge to the sides to avoid the damage. It can also perform 2 quick back-to-back tail swipes, where it will move its tail up into the air to indicate this move is coming, dodge beneath it or away to avoid it. It can also face away from players to throw multiple blade scales at once, so don't get overconfident here either. It also has a Talon Stomp, where it flaps its wings in place and quickly slashes and stomps at players underneath it, causing bleed and quick damage. When enraged, it can chain this move twice, so learn the timing and try to dodge away in the last moment before he does it. Seregios can quickly hop on the ground or catch flight in certain directions to prepare an angled attack, often leaving your camera's sight. Try to keep track of the monster and its attacks and dodge in precise directions depending on where those attacks are coming from. Okay, now let's take a look at the aerial moves. Seregios has multiple aerial onslaughts and dive variations, each requiring a different strategy to dodge. Since this monster can chain multiple attacks in a row, it's best to learn the different patterns and dodging techniques to help you take it down easier. When it goes up sideways into the air, standing horizontally with its head to the side, it'll quickly then crash down towards a hunter. This can be dodged in any direction, but to the side seems to be the safest. Seregios will often chain this move twice when enraged, with the second one coming from a different angle. It also has a quick front dive where it flies into the air without getting away from the player, only to then lunge into them. This attack comes off pretty quickly, but you can dodge it in any direction. Its front attack sees it fly at a low height, claws first towards you, and then comes off sliding on the ground. It's pretty similar to the front dive, but this one needs to be dodged sideways. Again, when enraged, this move can be chained twice in quick succession. When the beast goes up into the air, standing vertically with its head up, it'll then quickly perform a side sweep with its talons, which you'll need to dodge away from. When enraged, it can chain 2 side sweeps back to back. This attack can create a temporary wound on its left leg afterwards, so try to be ready to retaliate with a focus strike. Seregios' large aerial sweep is one you'll definitely need to dodge, and you'll want to dodge either forwards or backwards here. This one can be difficult to see coming due to the angle of the attack, but you should have enough time to get away from it the majority of the time. Finally, we have its ultimate dive attack. When Seregios roars into the air and flies while spinning around, this is signaling it's about to perform this powerful, precise dive attack onto a player. This move must be dodged sideways or back away from it, but you'll need to cover a significant distance as it's super tricky to roll through. This attack also creates a temporary wound on its legs afterwards. If you want a quick little cheat sheet on how to dodge those aerial moves easier, we've put together a little table with each attack variation and how to dodge them. So take a look and memorize it, or have it up on your phone or second screen whilst fighting the monster, and this should help you nail it if you're still having trouble. Well, hopefully this video helped you out if you have been struggling to take down either of these monsters. But remember, we've also got a ton more Monster Hunter Wilds guides and content on our website as well, so check that out with the link below. Thanks for watching guys, we'll catch you in the next one, and as always, take care.